teams have been playing for more than a century in the heartland of America, and today we're going to settle another chapter in this age-old rivalry where there's a brass bull awaiting the victor. We are at Kinnick Stadium in Iowa City. It's the Wisconsin Badgers and the Iowa Hawkeyes. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rose down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Catching up with the Badgers head coach before the game. His running back is getting better each and every week. He is devastating in the red zone, top 5 in the country in rushing touchdowns, and they believe he deserves to be in the Heisman conversation. Each and every week, he is showing the country why he is one of the best backs in the nation. I'll keep you posted if he's able to keep up this productivity, and the Heisman talk gets louder and louder today. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Hawkeyes offense will go to work first. Last time these two got together, Iowa came out in a swarm and just obliterated the Badgers.
Yeah, Iowa last year was just a team that came out guns blazing in that game, and they know this is one that really propels them for the rest of the season. Winning the Heartland Trophy means so much, and it means so much for their conference championship hopes, too.
Yeah, came out blazing, got the success, had the win. Now they've had the bragging rights, but if you're Iowa, continue to build on this tradition. Now, this series is so close traditionally every single year. You want that trophy more than the other guys.
And the Hawkeyes can really attack on this second and short. Defense in press coverage. Handoff from Alton. Oh, he's got some space. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line.
And man, we've all experienced these rivalry games and how much fun they are. And this offense had a lot of fun a year ago, right? Like, they dominated this rivalry. They've been kind of hot coming in, and I really look forward to seeing this running back. Can he be physical? Because you know the anger, the animosity, all the stuff that comes with these rivalry games, you need your running back to set the tone and have a great game.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. This time they'll throw it. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Pressure got to the QB that time. He was trying to find his check down out of the backfield, but the hit forced the incompletion.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play.
Well, ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep 2 hands on the ball as well. They're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
Hunt is on its way. Looking for room. The Badgers offense, who will go to work for the first time in this one. And we get our first look at Colton Joseph. Just a miserable game in that loss last time out, throwing 5 interceptions. And the roar is reverberating throughout this stadium as the defense has them pinned deep. Brought down at the 25 after he picked up 10.
And that's not a surprise. We all knew and talked about coming in. Who are they going to feature? They give it to him the first play, and he chews up and gets a first down. We're going to see more of that. I'm excited to watch this matchup, but the defense, Jesse, they better get physical. They better get better in a heartbeat.
Well, and they've got to fight some emotion right now, too, because the fans are excited. The offensive line is absolutely juiced after that opening play. They're now getting lathered up. They're now getting excited. They're pointing to the sideline. Run it again. Run the same play again.
And I think this is the key in this game, man. These rivalry games, it's about passion, it's about emotion. And coming to this game, we saw him last week, man. He had over 100. Last year in the blowout, he was a non-factor. He's got to be the catalyst in this game. You can't have a repeat of what happened a year ago, where you're throwing the football because you're behind and you got beat down. Gotta establish the line of scrimmage.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
From the gun on 3rd down, Joseph. It's picked off, and that's number 10. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Well, the defense comes away with the pick there with their nickel personnel. I think moving forward, if you're on offense, when you see that personnel in the field, you want to run the ball against it because you got smaller guys out there. Or if you're going to throw, think about quick screens outside when you have tight ends flexed on the perimeter, bigger bodies blocking smaller guys.
The Hawkeyes offense heads out to start this drive. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
Yeah, and you see some people get upset with offsides in the defense. I call it the cost of doing business. It's just part of being great off the football. Sometimes you'll guess and sometimes you'll be wrong. The first one is always on me, Coach, and then the second one, usually he takes me out of the game.
Makes the grab in their space. And he stopped, brought down at the 18. It'll be enough for the first down.
This offense has a lot of different ways they can attack you, and you're going to see the entire playbook at work in this game. Throwing it, running it, and getting guys the ball out on the perimeter. Great job.
Finds his big tight end. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
Yeah, and I love the big tight ends because they got those big catch radius. You can throw it anywhere near them, and they're going to catch it. And break tackles, the big physicality after the run, getting some extra yards when it wasn't there.
Second down to the air. That's a fumble. Recovered by the defense, and he's off.
And man, that's such a great play by the quarterback to scramble around and make something happen. But I got to understand at the end of that run to take care of the football. I can't cough it up. Really good job scrambling, but poor job finishing that run.
The Badgers start this drive as the offense looks ready to roll. Turned it over with an interception on their first drive of the game. We're still looking for our initial points of the game. Ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. They'll run him again. Dragged down after a pickup of 5 out to the 35.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
The Badgers with the 1st and 10. Breaks into the open. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
9-yard pickup on first down, and now they can take a shot on 2nd and short. Caught in the backfield. It's Rigby. Inside the 15, out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score.
Look, I know this offense didn't have the opening drive of the game they would have liked, but the defense now came away with a massive takeaway. Now you're seeing how that affects the offense.
Got enough space. He's into the end zone. Touchdown, Badgers. And it feels good to land that first big punch against a rival, doesn't it?
No doubt. In a game like this, too, you just want to be executing it at a high level early. So, David, that's got to feel great getting on the board first.
And settles everyone down. All the nerves, all the emotion of this rivalry game. Now everybody can kind of settle in because you know you already got a touchdown on the board.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And they finished it off with a 14-yard run for the score. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Kamari Malton. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Some of the oldest rivalries in the sport come from the Midwest, and the Big Ten, and Wisconsin and Iowa have been going at it since 1896, guys.
Yeah, and for years and years and years, regardless of whether you're a fan of Big Ten football or you're not, or these two schools, if you like hard-nosed physical football, 3-yard in a cloud of dust, good defense, this is your game, and for over 100 years now, fans have been tuning into that.
Well, and I think the competitive nature of this game, too, like the series is almost tied. It's almost identical records, so it just shows you it's going to be a great game, similar styles, and then bragging rights at the end.
Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll be 4th down. The Hawkeyes will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. On the return. Coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. Okay, here comes the Wisconsin offense onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. They'll put the ball in play from just inside their own 40 at the 39. From the gun, there's some daylight. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. And the Badgers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They give it to him again. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. As we come to the end of the period, Wisconsin has the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Times you see it, a moving moment here at Iowa between the first and second quarter when the entire crowd acknowledges the children across the way. Hope they enjoy the game as we continue in the second quarter. So first down here as they go back to work. Joseph escapes the pressure going right. Can't hold on in the face of the contact. One of the things that makes college football unique, the cool trophy. 72-pound brass bull here, guys.
72-pound brass bull. I'm not sure how they thought of that, but it's kind of cool looking. Bulls are kind of tough. I guess everybody, when you have a good rivalry, Palmer, I guess you need a good trophy to go with it.
Yeah, and I think one of the cool things about the Big Ten is you got all these...
Right down the gut of the field. Touchdown, Wisconsin. He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
It was a really nice job on the route concept because they got the safety occupied, which opened up the deep middle of the field for the receiver on the post. He uses his speed. Nice job by the quarterback, putting it out in front of him. He makes the catch and then runs it into the end zone.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish the drive with a touchdown toss from the 49. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Plows through the defense. Stopped in his tracks. He got nothing. It'll be 2nd and 10. Out of the gun with Kamari Malton. A chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a 3rd and long. This one from the 44. From the gun, wants to pass. Going for it all. Hits him inside the 20, still going. Oh, he thought for sure he was going to be able to house that one, but a huge pickup all the way down to the 12. This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far, but starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Here's a give to Malton. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Hawkeye! Big-time touchdown there to get some much-needed momentum.
You got to find something, right? Who are you going to go to make that big play to get you back into it? You're not back in it yet. It's not tied. You're not there yet, but you're starting to inch back into it and get some momentum going.
Getting set for the point after. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And it was capped off with the 8-yard run. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Here comes Wisconsin's offense to get this drive underway. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Working the ground game. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Throwing Joseph. Good coverage to knock that pass away.
Zone coverage that time, and the cornerback, a nice job with his eyes. He's watching the quarterback. He sees the ball thrown, so he knew exactly when to break on it. He's able to break it up for an incompletion.
Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. There he goes. He's at the 50. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup.
Well, he hasn't called his own number very often in this game. That actually is the first time he's taken off and scrambled, but it was a really good decision. He's been killing this defense through the air. You've seen the arm talent, you've seen the accuracy. That time, really nice decision to tuck it and get what he can get. He's got this defense on their heels. I don't know if the quarterback read the coverage properly on that one, but obviously the result is an incompletion.
2nd and long here. In the backfield, it's Rigby. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
He was not fooled on that one. You know, a lot of times you want to buy space, and you throw this route really when it's off coverage. But you could tell the cornerback was up, ready to come, pounce on that screen, and get the tackle for a loss.
Tackled right at the 43-yard line, and this D didn't let him sniff that 1st down marker. The Badgers will call on their punt team. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. Gets the first one of the day off, and hoping he's not as busy as he was in that loss last week when he kicked it 4 times. And here comes the Iowa offense ready to go to work. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important.
Spins away from one. Wide open spaces. The 30. The 20. He's at... And he scores! Touchdown, Iowa!
Just hand it to him and let him do the work, man. Over 100 yards on the first half. That big, explosive play. That will do it. That will get you almost there. When you can hand it off to a guy like this and he can take it the distance, it makes play calling for an offensive guy, it's so much fun. It's easy. Hand it to him, he gone.
Extra point here will tie the game. And they add the extra point to finish the drive. If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinators. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that. On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. That 14-point lead is gone, and now they'll try to get back on top with a scoring drive here. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. He's got 98 yards on the ground, and that's just another routine day for this guy who's been among the nation's leaders in rushing all season long. Turning it on! An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. And with that last carry, into triple digits, over 100 yards for the day.
And he's showing you power. He's showing you speed. He's showing you make you miss. He really is showing you he's a complete back. And by the way, it's still the first half.
It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. From the gun, the running back has it. At the 40, there he goes. Makes the stop at the 35-yard line. They rip off 15 yards on that one, and they are rolling. And the Badgers getting set on 1st and 10. Joseph. Buying time to his right. Got his man downfield. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11. The Badgers, right after the huge play through the air, back to the line. Left side, it's Rigby. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
This offense can get a lot of yards, and it doesn't take a lot of plays. You've seen that here. They have speed, speed, and speed. It kills you. If guys get a little bit of space, they just gobble up yards. They've had the defense completely on their heels. Now they're all the way backed up against their own goal line.
They won't have time to run another play, and we will take it to the 2-minute timeout. And the Badgers trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Badgers!
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground, take the lead going into the half, take all the momentum. Nice execution on the drive by that offense.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finish it off with a short plunge into the end zone. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Iowa has the ball back on offense. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. Tight end now in motion. They'll start on the ground with Kamari Malton. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
They'll rush to the line. Clock stopped for the first down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock. Fresh set of downs going up top. Caught over the middle. It's Diaz. He's down right there. Short gain on the grab. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running. He's looking to pass.
Man, it's so important when you play QB. I got to know when to put some air on it, and I got to know when to rocket that thing in there. Work in the middle of the field. He knew he needed the rocket. Threw it in there. Great job, great catch.
Wants to throw on 3rd. Here comes the heat. And down he goes. A defense bringing the heat.
Finally, a defense. Looks like they're able to break serve here. These offenses have been up and down the field now, these last 2 drives apiece, scoring points. But the sack right there finally puts an end to that, we think. Setting up 4th down, and that might be a major play so far in this game to give them a lot of momentum moving forward.
And he tried to pin him deep with that punt. Instead, it goes into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. Let's check in with Holly Rowe.
Hey guys, down here on the Wisconsin sideline, there is so much energy down here on the sideline. This running back has been on fire. They expected a big performance from him today, and he has delivered, just going over 100 yards already in this game. I expect them to continue to feed him the ball. I'll keep you posted from down here on the sidelines. Guys, back to you.
Holly, thank you. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Throwing Joseph. Moving out to the right. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield. The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Got a man. It's Kearney. They'll get him stopped at the 45, but it's a big 15-yard pickup and a first down. The Badgers want to talk things over, and they use their 2nd timeout. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. He goes out of bounds after a solid gain on the play.
Hey, man, this defense, they look a little bit frustrated. Like, he's done this time and time again here in the first half, and it's still early in this football game, but they got to find an answer for his legs. Like, he's chewing up too many yards, making too many big plays. Got to find a way to make him one-dimensional and make some bad things happen when he tries to take off and run the football.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting to throw his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Just enough time for one final play in this half. Joseph from the gun on 3rd down. Short throw to the sideline, complete. He steps out of bounds with the first down. And as the first half draws near to a close, here comes the field goal unit. And they weren't able to get him in the middle of the field, so now a 49-yarder from the right hash. Never a doubt for this big-footed guy. 49-yard field goal is good. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, week 9, kind of a week where we separate the pretenders from the contenders here on the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We begin with a look at Syracuse, taking on the number 8 team, the SMU Mustangs. And it's the Mustangs in real jeopardy of kissing that top 10 ranking goodbye. They're being punked right now, dominated in every aspect of the game, and we haven't even hit halftime. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now. Now back to your game at Kinnick Stadium. What an effective job both of these teams have done running the football. Both have gone over 100 yards, and it's because both have committed to pounding the rock. Credit these coordinators with sticking to the game plan. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how this rivalry matchup plays out.
And the Hawkeyes will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. As we start the second half, what do you have for us, Holly?
The Badgers head coach told me coming out of the locker room, he is thrilled with how this running back is performing to start the game. Late in the season, he is starting to build some momentum as we talk about the Heisman Trophy candidates, but he is doing it with his performance on the field, remaining consistent and dynamic. I'll keep you posted how he continues to strive here in the second half. Back to you.
All right, Holly.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. They go play action with Joseph. Takes the easy completion. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
And I love linebackers, man, that just have a nose for the football, an absolute feel. Great job, not losing vision, feeling the running back start to come out of the backfield to catch the football, and then doing the most important part. Probably the hardest, too, getting him on the ground.
The Badgers will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Trying to take it back. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. The Hawkeyes offense heads out to start this drive. So they get the ball back after the defense forces a punt, and I'm sure they tried to make some adjustments at halftime after a little bit of a rocky first half. Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Kamari again. Brought down.
And coming out in the second half, this offense, they needed to establish this run game. They needed to get something going. They're losing. They've got to find a way to get a flow, to get a rhythm. And so far here to start this second half, defense picking up where it left off.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Wide open downfield. And the big gain, they've got it on the 46. The Hawkeyes have it with a 1st and 10. Handoff from Alton. He's past the sticks. Finally brought down at the 31. It's a pickup of 15 yards on the play, and they've got a 1st down. And the Hawkeyes are moving quickly down the field. The secondary walks up on the line, showing nowhere to go, and the ball's loose. Defense has it, they're on the move. He's loose down the middle. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
And the defense able to get pressure to the quarterback, and they've got everybody trying to swipe at the football, and the impact on the hit sometimes jars the ball loose. Great job with the pass rush, and a better job forcing a turnover.
Here comes the Wisconsin offense to go back to work. You get field position like this, and you're not likely to punt the way they did the last time they had the ball.
Yeah, great job by the defense, setting them up in an opportunity to get some points on the board quickly.
This is an opportunity you've got to capitalize on this field position. You must come away with points here if you're on offense.
They give it back to him. He's brought down just running hard in the red zone, and he'll be just a few inches short. The crowd getting behind this defense as they try to get a stop in the red zone. Powers inside. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stopped.
And, man, this is more of the same for this dude toting the pill. Like, they keep giving it to him, and he keeps producing. Another chunk play. Like, I don't expect that they'll change much to do with this offense because every time they give it to him, he's chewing up some yards and good things are happening.
Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
Stopped again, and at least they made it back to the line of scrimmage this time. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is 3rd and goal. Joseph setting up the screen. He'll be stopped right there. They threw it short of the goal line, and now they've got some ground to cover on 4th down. They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. And this one sails through just inside that left upright. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
From deep, it's Jones. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. And after that last turnover, David, prime example, sometimes the harder you try, the worse it gets.
And it just puts you behind the 8 ball. I mean, this offense has to do something, put it together. You got a deficit, Palmer. You need some mojo. Something needs to go your way.
At this point of the game, they've got to score touchdowns every time they have possession.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Off play action. Rush right in his face. He sacked this defense all over him.
And giving up 3 sacks a week ago. Now you've already given up 4 sacks. They got to find a way to protect their quarterback. Give him a little bit more time.
And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. On 3rd and long, trying to convert through the air.
And it's been a long day for this offense. If you can't protect your quarterback, it's hard to be successful. That's the 5th sack they have given up. The offensive coordinator has no answers, and this defense has been flying around.
The Hawkeyes will punt it away on 4th down. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Had to hurry the punt a bit, but gets great distance. Looks it in. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. The Badgers start this drive as the offense looks ready to roll. And to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse, they'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, Dave.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
Caught in the backfield, it's Kearney. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
From the gun on 3rd down, Joseph. Stepping to the right. He'll pull it down and run. Quarterback slides, and he's got enough for the first down.
And, man, you see it again. It's got to be frustrating for this defense. Like, there's a reason the offense has the lead, and it's because the QB can drop back and do things like that. It's supposed to be a pass, everybody playing pass, but he's just got such a knack and such a feel to take off and run and make people miss and create explosive plays, and that's why they've built the lead here today.
And that's why they got to keep running the football, man, because play action is going to be a big part of this game plan. You've got to get this tight end over the middle of the field vertically and give him an opportunity, because you just saw how dangerous he is after the catch.
They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough to pick up the first down. He's over 150 yards rushing, having a Melvin Gordon kind of day.
Yeah, just feature this guy, give him the rock. He kind of gets stronger the more carries you give him, and you can tell he ain't done yet.
Dropped immediately. He got nothing on first down. Midway point in the season, in games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
They knock him down right at the 20-yard line. Not enough for the first down, but maybe they'll keep the offense on the field. So this field goal unit has been getting the job done. They've already made a couple here today. At this point in the game, and this crowd knows this is a huge field goal attempt.
I really like the decision by this offense because now they got to score 2 touchdowns. Time is not on their side. I can stay very, very conservative, use that clock. I like the decision by this offense.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And here comes the Iowa offense ready to go to work. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. They'll start on the ground with Kamari Malton. Oh, he's got some space. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards.
You know, in the modern era of college football, with everybody throwing it, it becomes harder and harder for running backs to put up big-time numbers. With that last carry, though, this guy's got 1,000 yards rushing on the season.
Off play action on first down. Fires to the big fella. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
I think if you're the head coach at this point, you're telling your offense, it doesn't matter what's happened up to this point of the game. Obviously, things haven't gone our way, but we have a chance to execute in a 2-minute situation and give ourselves a chance to win. Let's go do it one play at a time.
They pull him down, but he's got enough, and it'll be a first down for this offense. And the Hawkeyes come to the line with a new set of downs. On first down, it's Malton again. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
And sometimes for the defense, it just takes one play, right, to create some momentum. Obviously, this guy's been eating him up. He's got over 100 yards rushing on the day. But finally, David, they get something positive here in the run game defensively.
But you kind of know that coming in. He's going to get his. Such a great back, and he's had a great day. Need to put more plays together like that right there.
I got to be honest, I thought this tight end was going to have a much bigger role in this game. They wanted to get him the football early and often, but after that drop here in the second half, he still doesn't have a catch.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Trying to make magic with his feet. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. He will be stopped short of the line to gain, and they'll turn it over on downs.
And you had to. I mean, the offense had to be aggressive. You're down multiple scores. You needed to make something happen right now. You had to be aggressive. I think you had to go for it on that 4th down. Now, obviously, the game's looking like it might get out of hand.
Play callers love it offensively when you can football when the other team knows you're going to do it. That is called imposing your will. And here in the 4th quarter with the lead, very first play of the drive, you break off a nice run. He might just call the exact same play right again here.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him, but this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
They make the tackle, and it's short of the marker. It'll be 4th down. And the Badgers will bring the punt team onto the field. And the ball hits at the 3 and gets into the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Iowa has the ball back on offense. They get the ball back after the punt, and they've got to be efficient here as time is winding down. Defense a little too jumpy there, and they got into the neutral zone too soon. So the early contact for the defense, and they'll move it up 5 yards. Here's a gift to Malton. Didn't even get started. He'll be dropped for a loss of 3.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead, it's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
And this is why coaches get paid the big bucks. Tough decision on your own side of the field. 4th quarter, I'm trailing.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. Snaps on 4th down. And he's brought down, but he picks up the first down, and the gamble pays off. Move those chains without a hitch. Well, actually, with a hitch, but you get the point.
I like that. Nicely done. The defense probably should have understood the ball was coming out quick, something like a hitch, a slant, a screen, something fast. They didn't. QB gets it on the money. Receiver gets the extra yards. Easy pitch and catch for the first down.
He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit.
Well, we know the game of college football is always evolving and changing, and one of the biggest reasons why is the quarterback evolution.
He'll take the deep shot. It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. Brought down at the 30 on the return, and this defense has set them up in scoring position. And after the pick, there is an injured player who's still on the field. Trainers are out there having a look at this freshman defensive tackle to see if he is going to be able to continue. Okay, here comes the Wisconsin offense onto the field. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And I like the first thought process right here. Run the football. We want to run that clock with the lead. Thank you to the defense for forcing that turnover, setting us up. Now if we can put a few first downs together, we're looking really good.
Keep it on the ground. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. Timeout called here on defense, so they'll have a couple remaining in addition to the 2-minute stoppage to try to maximize time and get the football back. Kinnick is having a connection fit to try to help the D on third down. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. So they'll use a timeout here, one more remaining, and of course the 2-minute stoppage coming up as well. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to third down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the first down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
They'll use a timeout on defense here. That's their final one. The clock stops just once more at the 2-minute mark. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. They'll ride him again. Found a little crease and turned that into a productive run. The officials stopped the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away.
Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
Here we are late in the game, and this secondary.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. Play clock was getting close to 0, and they have to burn a timeout. And now everybody chiming in to figure out how to play this 4th down. The Badgers decide to punt it away. They'll look to pin them deep. Trying to make one miss. They'll get him corralled and down at about the 19-yard line. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Wants to throw one first. Keeping his eyes downfield. Sweet cut there. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be 1st down.
You got to be impressed with the quarterback on that last play because he's already been sacked a ton of times in this game. He knows he does not have a lot of time to survey the field, get through his progression. So as soon as he feels a lane to take off and run, he's going to take it. And a really nice job that time, showing off the athleticism and picking up the 1st down.
He spikes it, clock stops as they try to rally late.
No gain on the play.
The Hawkeyes are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got an open man. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line. Offense rushing to the line of scrimmage. Clock is stopped for the 1st down. They'll try to get it off quickly.
This is an offense that has skill, and they've got speed, and because of that, this defense, they can't lull themselves to sleep. They've got a big lead here late, but they've now given up back-to-back big plays. They got to put the clamps down.
Fires to the wideout. Intercepted, and now he's up to 14. Might as well finish with a little flair. The defense comes up with a turnover, and they can take a knee if they choose from here on out. Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. It is Wisconsin who will head home with the big brass bull known as the Heartland Trophy after beating Iowa. That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.